Hello. We're here to watch Tottenham versus Marine. Game is starting shortly. Let's go. So Marine are, I think they're in the eighth tier, so it should be fairly straightforward. But football is never ever that simple. Unfortunately, it's going to be an interesting game. I'm seeing Harvey White is starting for the first time, so that's going to be really interesting to see. I don't know if this would be the best way to decide whether any of the players that play today are good enough. They might look like world beaters considering the opposition. They might not take it seriously. I'm just curious to see how things go. I'm curious because I want to see if these players have the, let's say, professionalism to give the same amount of effort that they would against Manchester City that they do to Marine. So it's gonna be good to watch. Okay, so the game's about to kick off. Taking the knee, all that. Yeah, Doherty starts. He hasn't had a great season so far. He's been quite poor, but I haven't given up faith. There's still time. He has time. Seeing Jedson Fernandez is starting. I think Jedson is going back to. I think he's going back to Benfica. It's a shame what happened with Jedson because at the time Spurs needed a lot of midfielders. You're injury riddled, and he came in and he didn't really impress, to be honest. And that's unfortunate. But at least he gets some game time before he goes back because it looks like he's coming back in January. But I'm really excited to see Harvey White. Really, to be honest, because I actually rate him. I think he's a really good player, and I think he has a lot of potential. So I like to see him start more. To be honest, not necessarily in like Premier League games, but maybe coming off the bench near the end if we're winning, get some European football. I think he's good enough. Joe Roden starts. I don't see Tanganga. Tanganga's on the bench. I wonder if that's because of injury. We're keeping the ball pretty well. Marine looked to be sitting back a bit, trying to soak in the pressure, which I understand very much. And Dele starts. If Dele doesn't perform in this game, I think it's over for him, to be honest. Just such a shame because he's been such a good servant to the club, but he's just kind of dropped off. Really, he hasn't. He was so good. I remember at the end of 16, 17, I thought he was going to become world class. I thought he'd become one of the best midfielders in the world, and it just hasn't really worked out. He's just gone backwards. I don't want to make any assumptions. I don't want to say it's because of his attitude or anything, because I don't know him personally, but he's dropped off, and maybe something's gone on in his personal life that's clouded his vision. But I really like him, and I hope he can get back to his best. But I don't know. The longer time goes, the more worried I am, and the less belief I have in him succeeding at the club. Maybe he'll have to go somewhere else. But Harvey White looks to be lining up a free kick. He's a kind of a dead ball specialist, from what I know. Yeah, he takes it and it's off the wall. Yeah, this is all Spurs, which is what you'd expect. These guys are in the eighth tier of English football. So I heard that they train twice a week. They're not professionals. They have jobs. This is just something they do on the side. So the fact that they even got here is really, really impressive. So much respect for them. That's good. From Harvey White. That's Alderweireld. He's pinging them in. Oh, and it's no, 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 no. False alarm. False alarm. Raheem, get clear. That looks to be their game plan. Get it long, counter. Judson plays it back to Doherty, and then Judson gets it again. He turns back. Looks like we're being pretty patient. Not trying to force anything. Judson's dynamic movement. I like it. I like it. He's moving. He's moving. He's passing the ball. He's moving. Just hope he looks forward. He always turns back. Yes, turn forward. That's what I like. We're guessing the ball nicely here. Good ball from Doherty. He's played it back again, and he's just kind of that was a P roller. I don't know. I feel like he didn't really try. I feel like he just kind of just passed it in. If you're gonna hit the ball like that, you have to place it. We're talking corners, top right, left, bottom. But you're getting flashbacks of Mbappe at the Champions League final. Ugh. Why are you just running into him? I don't. Jetson confuses me, man. I don't know. I'm not sold on him. Looks to be staying in a more defensive role. Staying back near the edge, not really bursting into attack. So, I'm looking at the formation. From what I see, it's a 4-2-3-1. But I look at the match, and yeah, it seems about accurate. So it's Vinicius up top. He hasn't seen much of the ball yet. It's a three behind him of Dele Alli. Oh, it's a corner, and it's been cleared. It's been cleared well. The three behind is Lucas, Dele, and Judson, and then behind them are Harvey White and Sissoko with a back four of Ben Davis, Joe Roden, Toby Alderweireld, Matt Doherty, and Joe Hart in that. Wonder what's going on with Gazzaniga, to be honest. I know Hart's in for the whole, homegrown thing, but it seems like Jose rates him more than Paulo, which is unfortunate because I actually really like Paulo. I think he's a good player. But, yeah, goalkeeper's a very contentious position, and you can only play so many. And so I think he's taken the sacrifice, and Gazzaniga's he's gone, unfortunately. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll be honest. I don't really rate Joe Hart. I don't think he's a very good goalkeeper anymore. But as long as he doesn't play in any really important games, I'm okay. Like I don't want him playing in the Europa League when we get to like the serious teams. Like when we're talking like round of 16, quarterfinals. I don't want to see Joe Hart. I want to see Lloris every single game. but he should be good enough for today. I hope. Ooh, that's a bit. Yeah, Harvey White's gone in there, but it's getting pushed around. These guys aren't playing games. What they lack in tactical ability and technical ability, I assume that they'll make up for in heart and physical presence. Look, I'm seeing that Kane didn't even make the squad. He's not even. I wonder if he's traveled because he's not. He's not going to make an appearance today. So I wonder. Oh, Lucas, and he's mazy run and he's blasted over the bar, which is it's kind of classic Lucas if we're being honest. Uh, yeah, it just runs and Lucas has just not been it this season. He has not had a good year. Even he didn't. To be honest, if we're being honest, he didn't have a good year last year either. He only kind of had one good year at Spurs, and if we're looking at his age, he's not going to get any better. So, if you ask me, I think we should be looking to get him on. I'll always love Lucas for what he did in that semifinal. He's a legend for that game alone, and I'll always love Lucas for that, and I love him now. But if we're being realistic, I think we might have to just cut our losses because he hasn't performed for a long time now, and our squad isn't that. Our squad's pretty big. We have a lot of foreign players, and we need to cut down. And Lucas might have to be one of the casualties if we're being honest. But I'm not in charge of the club. I can only give my opinion. I wonder. I don't think Marine have really, like been in our box or in our half really. Yeah, this is a bit of a mismatch. It's a bit of a mismatch. That's the magic of the FA Cup. Yeah, Harvey White's looked good. He's looked composed on the ball. He looks like he knows what he's doing. Girodin hasn't played in a while, so let's see how he does. But Harvey White's lining up another free kick. Oh, but it's Lucas Moura who takes it. It's deflected. Dele Alli out to collect the rebound. It drops for him. Okay, that's good from Dele. He's found Ben Davis, and we're going to recycle possession. So that's a ball from Lucas, and Vinicius just doesn't. He doesn't get to it. It's just fortunate. Gets and collects the ball. He's running. He's driving, and yeah, he just can't. He can't dribble past him. He just can't. I just don't understand what Jetson wants to be. To be honest, I don't know what his position is. Is he a winger, center midfielder? Is he a right back? I don't, because I know he's not right back. Well, he played there once, which is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't. He hasn't been able to nail down a position. I wonder if that's an issue that Benfica had with as well. I'm not, because I'm not really well informed about Portuguese football, unfortunately. Marine, they have a free kick. Or it's a set piece, pretty deep, but it's going straight into the box. They've played it, and they haven't won the header. Could look to counter here, but no, no, no. They get the ball back. Ball doesn't really touch the ground, playing some head tennis, and Davis shields the ball for Hart to collect. Good defending, good defending. I love the goalkeeper kit, man. It's so, so nice. I love that blue. Switches the play to Doherty. Good, good. Good control. Switches it again, and that's a terrible pass. That is so poor, but it's been saved barely. Dele Alli's just gotten it back. Doherty's passing, man. Come on. So much time, so much space. Just play the pass, man. Good diagonal. Yeah, Alderweireld he's good. He's so good. His distribution is next level. Marine played it, ball down the line. Easily dealt with. Very, very calm and collected on the ball. I really like Harvey White's been good today. He's looked very good. I'm impressed. Some of the players I've seen so far look like this is their level, which is worrying me. But Harvey White's looked good. He's looked good. Rodin as well, very, very composed on the ball. That's something I've always noticed about him. Even when he was playing for like Wales, he just was very composed on the ball. And Alderweireld has overhit that. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes, so I won't be too harsh, but the performance has not been inspiring. It has left very much to be desired. Absolutely zero creativity. Vinicius has had very little to feed on, except for maybe that Lucas Moura cross, which you could argue was overhit anyways. Uh, Judson has been hit and miss. Dele, I haven't really seen him do much from an offensive perspective. Sissoko has been Sissoko. He does his thing. He does his thing. But Harvey White's been good. I've liked him, so it's impressive. I wonder how much possession we've had. How much possession have we had? 75%. It's actually not even that much. Like sometimes we have 25% possession when we play, so I can't even judge. Possession is an overrated stat anyway. This is a prime example. What does possession mean if you don't do anything with the ball? It's just there. Biggest myth in football, man. People look at possession and they'll say, "Oh, we had 60% of the ball. We were the better team." That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Tifo, I think they made a really good video on. I watched it yesterday for the second time about stats that are often misconstrued by like pundits and people, and one of them is possession, and I completely agreed. It's just like, well, what are you gonna do with the ball? What are you gonna do with the ball if you just have the ball, you pass it around the back, you pass it forward, you pass it back? You're not gonna win a football match playing like that. And from what I've seen a lot of possession and no penetration. So it's poor, but obviously the game has just started, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The real question is what do Spurs want to achieve this season? Because obviously an FA Cup run would be great. We're in the League Cup final. We're in the last 32 of Europe. We're obviously, kind of in the Premier League title race. So we have an opportunity to attack on all four fronts. Now, Mourinho's rested his team here. Obviously, it's a heavily rotated side. I don't see any real first team players except for Alderweireld. Am I wrong? I don't know. And Sissoko. You could argue Sissoko is a starter as well. But Harry Winks seems to have, played his way back into Jose's plans, which is I'm happy for him. But my point is, what are we? It looks like we're gonna prioritize the next league game against Villa, but I'm hearing rumors that that game is gonna be postponed, and that just that'd be really frustrating. Obviously for my FPL, but Marina just clipped the bar from 30 yards. Whoa, well. That's the closest we've come to a goal. Joe Hart looks absolutely lost. That is outrageous. Wait, let me look at the strike again. Oh, the dip. The dip is ridiculous. Joe Hart thinks it's going over, and he just watches it as it goes over his head and smashes the bar. That is outrageous. What a strike. Zero placement, but the strike is pure. Wow. From like a good 30, 40 yards out, he just blasted it. And Joe Hart has he scares me, That is ridiculous. Oh, please don't take these guys for granted. Do not take these guys for granted. Marine have come closest. Okay. Oh, Joe Hart has collected it. Yeah. Spurs have been coasting this game. They've underrated them. They've been underrating Marine. They've absolutely been coasting. Judson looks to possibly hit off his hand. The Marine players they're talking about it, but I don't think it's a handball. Whole handball rule is so confusing. I don't know whether it's in an unnatural position or whether it's intentional or unintentional or whether it's denying an opportunity. I honestly have no idea how the handball rule works anymore. It's just so because I feel like it changes every 5 seconds. But it happens. I can always see that's clear off his stomach. Never ever a handball. Never ever a handball. Lucas wriggles his way out of trouble. Oh, that's a good tackle. Very good tackle. Dele's won that. Good, good. Marine have shown a good account of themselves so far, to be fair. I kind of get the feeling that this will be the kind of game where once we score one, the floodgates will open, or maybe they'll get tired around 60, 65 minutes, but we shouldn't have to wait for that to happen. We shouldn't. That's a poor cross in from White. Not a very good free kick. Oh my god, that from Hart is so ridiculous. Imagine that goes in. It's so close to going in. And he's just like, oh, why not? Didn't touch me. Didn't touch. Just go. Are you a professional goalkeeper? I thought they taught you to be, sure, just in case. And it's just, I don't like Joe Hart in goal. I'm not gonna lie. I know he's like a good dressing room vibes, winning mentality, blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. Be nice on the subs bench. Talk all the time. Be a great voice in the dressing room. Give them advice. Help the youngsters out. Help the old players out who don't know how to win. On the pitch, I don't know. Mm. To be fair to Marine, they've defended quite well, but we haven't really done anything. But still, I mean, against the Premier League team, it's impressive. Dele's played it, and oh, how? Oh, well, I think Vinicius has scored. Good goal, I guess. I mean, Dele's played a very good pass. He's finally break between the lines once. One line breaking pass, and we've scored. It's that simple. It's like I don't understand why it took that long, but I'm not complain. We're ahead finally. Vinicius has scored probably the easiest goal of his career. Jetson, good 1-2. Dele Alli plays the pass well onside, and I have no idea what Vinicius has just done there. I feel like he's completely mishit it. I think he wanted to hit it first time, and he's completely missed the ball. Yeah, he's completely missed the ball, but somehow he still collects it and he just blasts it in. I mean, that is that I cannot call that good play from Vinicius, but he scored. And that's what matters. Good goal. Good goal. We're ahead. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay. Nothing to worry about now. Hopefully. Famous last words. Fortunately, I cannot show the game. There are certain rules and regulations on this website, and I cannot show the whole game. I cannot show the game at all. Actually, I can only talk about it. I can tell you what's going on. I can tell you that we're a goal ahead. I can tell you that Vinicius has scored from a Dele Alli assist. I can tell you that we've had most of the ball, and Joe Hart nearly had an absolute stinker. But I cannot show you the match. I'm very sorry about that. Ooh, Dele Alli, or is that Dele Alli Jetson? Jetson's just completely struck the ball wildly there. Dele Alli seems to be running this game. You'd expect none less than that, to be honest. Jetson has looked just. Oh. Is it possible for to look out of your depth against a team in the eighth division? Because if so, then Jetson is definitely doing that. Yeah, you can tell they're taking it pretty easy. They know their opposition. They're not necessarily running around the pitch crazily. They're just conserving energy and keeping the ball. Mourinho doesn't look like the kind of manager to want 10 against a small team. I think he'll score two and he'll just say, relax, deep breaths, be compact. Don't run too much. Don't overuse yourself. Don't overuse your energy. We've gotten the job done. Do I like that? Not really, but you know, take what you can get. He is Trophy Mourinho, as they say, as a certain expression says. Gotta admit, ooh, Sissoko's just sent his man. He's played out wide. Dele Alli seems to have taken a free role behind the defense, and seems like he's been tasked with being the creative one, which I think he has in his locker. I haven't really seen much of it recently, but we've seen it once today with a good ball. That's what he should be doing more. I feel like Dele Alli has that in his locker. He could be that creative force, but he just takes too long, and it's like he needs too much space to be able to create opportunities, and that's just not offered at the highest level, which is unfortunate for him. But I think he can do it. I think the only thing stopping him at this point is him. See, he always hangs on the ball for just a little bit too long, like Lamella. Lamella has it as well. They just hold on to the ball for a little bit too long. And obviously, I don't think Marine punish you, but Premier League teams punish you. Teams in Europe punish you. I think he needs to work on it. To be honest, obviously, there's me, professional fan, telling a footballer how to play, but I think it's valid. Football is a game of moments. You only have so long to be able to take your opportunities. Joe Roden's torn his shirt. I don't know how that's happened, but it's football. It's a man's game. No, that's a joke. That's a joke, by the way. It's not. So it's everyone's game. It's everyone's game. Football's the world's game. This has not been the most fascinating match to watch. Ooh, English. This has not been the most fascinating match to watch. I'll be honest with you. It's been very, very slow paced, and I think Marine have just they're not pressing at all, which again is to be expected. They look to just be sitting back, and I feel like a more ruthless side would have punished them far more. And as I say that, Vinicius has scored again. Good finish. Oh, yeah, I say good finish again. It's like a second open goal finish for Vinicius. That seems to be his trademark. I think he's done that in Europe as well. I think Doherty's the one who played that final pass, but it's good from Dele Alli again. Dele Alli's been again, as I said earlier, he's been the creative force. He's been the one who makes things happen, and I just want to see more of that from him, to be honest, because I think he's an exceptional player, but he just needs to turn it on more. Like, look at that ball from Doherty, that line breaking passes, wonderful, wonderful football. These are the passes he should be making more. He has it in his locker. You've seen it. Now the only task he has now is being able to do that under pressure. How do you do that when there are two men marking you, two men pressing you intensely? Because when he can do that, ooh, we have a player. But obviously, he's been linked with PSG since Pochettino's gone there. I love that man. I hope he does well there. I wish PSG victory against any team in the world except for Tottenham Hotspur. Well, Lucas Moura has won a free kick on the edge. Looks like it's going to be another one for Harvey White to try. But Lucas Moura has his hands on it. I think he's going to try and take this one. He's putting it down. He sets it. He wants this one. You can tell he's won it. He wants to take it. And I've never really seen Lucas do anything of note from a free kick, to be honest. So I don't know what to expect. But I can't say I have high hopes. I cannot say I have high hopes. But let's see. Lucas Moura looks to be asserting his dominance over Harvey White, which might not be the best decision because personally I think Harvey White's better at free kicks than Lucas, but obviously hasn't even been taken yet. Lucas looks for it and he scored. I take it back. Look at me. Look at me. Oh, commentator's curse. He loves to see it. I've jinxed it. I take that goal. That's actually my goal. I've scored that, to be honest. Yeah. My jinx alone has created that goal. Forget Lucas. That is not Lucas's goal. I've claimed that. So wonderful. It's 3. Oh, I haven't even changed the. Let me change the title once more because we are 3-0 up. Ooh, you love to see it. Wow, that's 3. Very good free kick. He's done the rare free kick where you hit it goal at the goalkeeper side. He's ignored the wall, so he probably doesn't rate the goalkeeper, which I guess is fair enough. It's 3. It's 3. Yeah, this could be a very, very, very ugly scoreline by the end of the 90, man. This could be pretty painful to watch. I mean, the quality gap is starting to show more and more. I assume the Marine players might even be tiring, considering the level of football they're playing at. It's starting to turn it on them. Sissoko on the edge played it to Lucas. Lucas finds Ben Davis, and he's gone for goal. It looks like he's missed though. Thing is, what you don't want to do against a top team is just sit back further and further back. But they obviously don't rate their attacking ability enough to set up higher, because this is the game plan is pretty much out the window, I assume. Spurs are pressing higher. Marine dropping deeper. If they push the defense up now for the goal kick, it looks like. Oh, it's been intercepted by a Marine player, and they just can't keep the ball on the ground. They just don't. They just can't do it. All the passing lanes are shut off. They're trying to press now, but yeah, Dele has too much on. He has too much for them. Dele has controlled this game. I've loved to watch him today. I just wish he could do this against better teams. I say respectfully, obviously, but this if we're being realistic, this is not the level of opposition that we should be rating people against. This is a part-time football club. These are guys who do not play. And it's wonderful ball from Dele. Is that a handball, or is that just a good block? Looks like a block. I don't know what Dele Alli just did. It looks to be playing off more to the left the more I think about it. Oh, Marine. There's no defense. Oh, my goodness. What a block. What a block from Joe Rodon. The defense is just nowhere. That is arrogance. If I've ever seen it, the defense is just non existent. It's gone off the referee, and we're going to get the ball. That could have been dangerous. Marine finally go forward, and Joe Rodon's dispossessed, so it's his mistake that messes up the defense, but he recovers, and that's what's important. Very, very good recovery from Joe Rodon. Just need to make sure you don't get too comfortable on the ball. Be aware of the men around you. Good defending, though. I respect that. I mean, fair play to Marine. They've actually made two pretty good chances for themselves. Well, one pretty good chance. One was absolutely ridiculous, which was just a great shot, which I can't say is really a chance they created, but they've done well. They made a good account for themselves. Considering the amount of money behind this Tottenham team and Marine, the difference in investment in stature, it's impressive. I respect it. It's just a shame that their fans couldn't be here because of this pandemic, man. It's just the worst. But as we attacking and Vinicius, wow, what a goal from Vinicius! Top corner, goalkeeper just can't. The goalkeeper just couldn't reach it. Wow, wonderful, wonderful from Vinicius. He scored a hat trick today. Side foots it. Goalkeeper can't reach it. This goalkeeper, is he small? Is he short? Because he reached as far as he could reach, and he just couldn't get to it. Yeah, that's a great, great goal. Dele Alli plays it. Harvey White plays the incisive pass. Is taken away, or he chips it, and just wonderful side foot finish right into the top left corner. Side foot. Ooh, what a goal! What a goal! A goal that I don't know who chips the ball a lot. Messi himself would be proud of. That's a bit hard. That's a bit exaggerated. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying it with chest. It's a goal that Messi would be proud of against Marine. What? That's something. Well, you disagree? That's what I thought. I wanted to finish. This game is well and truly finished. I love Vinicius, man. Vinicius is a good player. Very good defense. Very good backup striker. It's just a bit unfortunate that he doesn't get more game time. But are you going to play over Harry Kane? I'd like to see what we could do with a two-striker formation, though, because we did it against West Brom near the end, and we looked good. Obviously, it's West Brom, but Vinicius is a good player, and I think that he should get more game time because at the end of the day, it's a loan, and and I think at the end of the season, you're gonna have to pay like 45 million pounds to sign him. So I question if he's even in Spurs' long term plans. I question that because I don't see Daniel Levy spending 45 million pounds on a backup striker. Not Mourinho barely plays, to be honest, which is a shame because I really like Vinicius, but I don't know if he has a long term Tottenham future. If I'm being brutally honest, but I reckon that Levy he'll try and renegotiate. He'll probably try and negotiate to lower the permanent fee if he does that, which I'd love to see. Been trying to get a backup striker for so long, for years. After I guess it was Lorente, but Llorente, was he really the long term? Was he the long term option, or was he more of a quick fix? I think we all know the answer to that. This seems like a real a real long term future. Well, not future, but a long term backup striker. He's 20, 24, 25. Could be around for a long time. However, why he's not afraid to dive in for a challenge. Have to respect it. You have to respect it. Let's play it. Lucas is on the edge of the box. He plays it to Doherty. He looks like he's offside, and he is. He's offside. Pretty poor miss from I think Vinicius on his weaker right foot. He's missed a very clear opportunity, but he's offside, so it doesn't matter. I don't know what Doherty's doing. He's very clearly offside. It's just I think he's just being very, that's kind of nonchalant, but whatever. We're 4-0 up. I can't complain. I'm not annoyed. I'd like to see Alfie Devine come on second half. I think he's 16 or 17, young prospect. Hopefully, has a bright future, and it'll be good to get him some match experience. With some top players, especially considering that this game is pretty much out of sight at this point. Yeah, he's 16. He's born in 2004. This guy's a year younger than me, man. Oh, oh. I hate thinking about that. I hate that. I hate seeing players that are younger than me. It just makes me feel super old. Look at me here in my house, in my room, doing a YouTube live stream watch along while he's actually out there. But different strokes for different folks. This will be good for Dele Alli confidence. At least he's completely controlled this game. I'm happy for him. He's done very well. Good player. Good player. I'm looking at it. He's created 5 chances this match in just one half, which is really impressive. If only he could just do this against, in the Premier League or in the Europa League, because we could use some creativity. Not that we don't have any. We obviously have a lot. We obviously have Kane to be creative. We have even here in Son. Even Son's pretty creative at times. Dembele, it's wonderful, but and Lo Celso obviously, but just having Dele Alli there is just a little bit of X factor. I'd love that. I'd love that. Good interception from Judson, and they're running. I think he wants a goal. He'll probably want a goal for Spurs before he leaves. Vinicius, I don't see him passing. Another free kick on the edge. Or is that? Is that a free kick? I'm confused. Oh well, that's halftime. Half is over. 4-0 in favor of Tottenham Hotspur. This game is already gone. It's pretty much over at halftime. Uh, I mean, that's impressed. I'm impressed. It's halftime 4-0. Lucas Moura with a free kick, sandwiched between a Vinicius hat trick. Dele Alli's been very good. Harvey White has looked okay. Judson, bit hit or miss for me. Alderweireld distribution has been good. Doherty's looked a little bit suspect again, but he's grabbed an assist. Ben Davis has just been there. Honestly, I don't even remember him doing anything. But if you have nothing to talk about for a left back, then he's probably doing a pretty good job. And that's pretty much what he always does. Solid 6, 7 out of 10. Joe Hart's been a bit shaky. Well, not really. I can't call him shaky. He hasn't really had anything to do, but that one dipping shot from I think Neil Kengney. That was you gonna worry me about that, but we shouldn't have to worry about that. I don't want to see Son coming on. Son might come on for like the last 10 minutes. Out of just courtesy to be like, here's play against him, try your luck. I want to see LC Divine come on second half. I want to see a bit of Bale. I don't know. Tanganga get some match fitness up. I want to see Jack Clark as well. I don't want to see Reguilón and Dombele. I want them to get rested. Bale, I don't even know Bale anymore. Bale is a whole other can of worms, which I will talk about after I go get a drink. I'll be right back. We're back. So, for those who may just be coming, it's halftime. Marine nil, Tottenham 4. And I forgot something. Give me a second. Vinicius hat trick and Lucas Moura's bagged a free kick, which I've never seen him do before, so that's impressive. So, big question is something I wanted to talk about was the whole Bale situation, because Bale, when Bale came back, everyone was great. It was like club legend. He's coming back finally. He's coming home. Bale back, number 9, new beginnings. Ooh, second win. But ooh, he's on fraud watch. That's all I'm gonna say. He's definitely on fraud watch. He has been very uninspiring whenever he's played. But I mean, he scored that goal against Brighton, which is in itself is just great. But in the beginning, obviously, we're all saying that he's just not fit yet. He's gaining fitness. He's gaining fitness. It's January now, and well, now he's just getting injured. So then, for the next couple games, probably just gonna be he's gaining fitness. He's gaining fitness, which is I don't want to say that he is, and I don't want to just give up hope because Gareth Bale was obviously a world class player. I don't know if he's still a world class player. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the more time passes, the more worried I get. I'm not gonna lie, because the whole Son Kane Bale trio was supposed to be electric, and it just has not happened. Let's be honest, which is unfortunate. It's kind of just been Son and Kane, and then Bale on the bench. But are you really gonna play what? You're gonna play Bale ahead of Bergwijn when Bergwijn is contributing more in matches? I don't know. But I would give it a hope. Hopefully he'll come back. I mean, speaking of Bergwijn for me is great. He's been getting better and better. Only issue, obviously, is that he seems to have forgotten how to finish. Yeah, which is just it's not ideal. I'm not going to say that much. Definitely cost us against Liverpool, but you can tell that we play better when Bergwijn is in the side. He just is. He's one of the few right wing. He's like probably the only right winger in the team that we have that can actually keep the ball and make things happen. He's always trying to. He's always trying. That's a great goal from James Justin, by the way, which is completely off topic, but. Bergwijn is always trying. He's always like he keeps the ball. He creates opportunities for others, which I think is really underrated, to be honest. I think that when Bergwijn can get his finishing boots on, when he remembers how to score goals again, I think he'll be unstoppable. I think he'll be a great, great player. Now, another thing is, I was talking about it a bit earlier. The question is Spurs' ambition. So I want to think more specifically in the Premier League. So everyone's been saying that this is, Mourinho's second season. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to say that, to be honest, because he's come in halfway through the season. He hasn't had a preseason. He hasn't had a transfer window. And you're claiming that as like a first season for Mourinho. I think that whole season was really just steadying the ship, getting to know the players. And I think the second season is more, or this second season is also a bit of a first season as well. I think this is the first season he's gotten his players. The way Mourinho talks, it seems to have very similar themes as his 13-14 Chelsea side, which was obviously his first season with Chelsea. He said they were in the title race. He said they were ponies. He said they were little horses or whatever. He didn't view them as title contenders because he was building for the next year. And I think that's what he's doing for Spurs this year. I think this year he'll be content with top 4 or Champions League through Europe. I think he's looking at next season, if you ask me personally. As for this season, the ambition should be to win the league. It should be because we're only 4 points off the top, so we can't look away from the league until it's like mathematically impossible. If we're being realistic, if we're being really realistic, top four is the goal, and then we want to win a trophy, whether it's the League Cup or the FA Cup, which would be better, or the Europa League, which would be even better. It's top four in a trophy, but I wonder if Mourinho still has a sneaking feeling that we can make the league this year because this league has been so crazy. This league has been so unpredictable. I mean, Liverpool were like perfect last year, and this year they're just slipping constantly. Yeah, slip. My bad. Sorry, no, that wasn't a Gerrard thing, but they just can't get 3 points apparently. The fact that Man United, this season's Man United, which looks extremely inconsistent, but if they win, they go top of the league. Then I mean, this league is up for anyone. I don't see why Spurs can't capitalize. I mean, we've been poor recently, except for the Leeds game. We kind of brought it back. We were poor against Crystal Palace. We were poor against Wolves. We were poor against Leicester. But I think we put a run together. Which, and I know every team's probably thinking if we put a run together. But I'm serious. If we can get some results, if we can get results against Villa, we're gonna meet Liverpool in a few weeks. If we can win games, if we can get results, then anything's possible. Man. Anything's possible. Quadruple. Who knows? It's probably not gonna happen. But who knows? Positivity never killed anyone. I hope. Did it? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Let me look at the results today. Barnsley beat Tranmere 2-0. I mean that's pretty expected. Isn't that aren't Tranmere in League One and Barnsley in the Championship? Bristol City beats Chelsea Morecambe 4-0. Seems like Havertz only knows how to score against teams like 3 divisions below him, which it's not ideal. I rate Havertz though. I think he'll come good eventually. Maybe not than Lampard, but he will come good eventually. I'm seeing Crawley being Leeds 3-0. What? And this is Leeds' first team. I'm seeing how they're Costa. I guess Rodrigo, Ian Poveda, Pablo Hernandez, Alioski. What? I'm seeing Calvin Phillips, Liam Cooper. What? 3-0. What? Ooh, excuse me. That's outrageous. Wow. I have not wonder what Bielsa has to say about that because that's poor. City beat Birmingham 3-0. Scored all their 3 goals pretty early. Expected. They play a really strong lineup as well. I mean, I guess they no games anytime soon. So this is like I'd see this team in the Premier League. I'm seeing Kevin, literally no bench players. I mean, yeah, he's played strongest side pretty much. I mean, Sterling's on the bench, but you could argue. I mean, Sterling doesn't feature, I don't think. Yeah, but you could argue Sterling doesn't play in Man City's best team on current form. What's going on in Germany? Stuttgart, a good team. Stuttgart, a very good team. Stuttgart are solid. They have a lot of young talent. Stuttgart do, if I'm thinking about them correctly. Yeah. Stuttgart. I think what they've like the former guy who used to be at Arsenal and Dortmund, Mislintat. They have a lot of good players. Stuttgart, good team. Look out for them in Germany. Solid side. I think they hit Dortmund for 5 or something. They got Favre sacked. Roma 2 Inter 2. Inter are a bit confusing for me. I mean, in the league, they're not doing bad, but they just look so inconsistent to me. Every time I watch them, they're either incredible or just so poor. But Roma seem to have had a bit of a renaissance. Even like Mkhitaryan was awful. Well, awful is a strong word, but he wasn't great in England, and he seems to have revived his career. I'm happy for him. Didn't work out at Man United. It was even worse at Arsenal. But yeah, he seems to be the business in Italy. So that's good for him. Lazio scored two. Wow, Immobile doesn't score. Thought you could bet your house on Immobile scoring for Lazio. Wow, he's a solid player. But we're getting ready. Alfie Devine is brought on a half time. The second half is soon to begin. And oh, I love to see this. You'll love to see it. Alfie Devine is going to play a whole half for Tottenham. Alderweireld as well. And Tanganga comes on. I wonder why Tanganga didn't start. I'm curious about that. Because I think Tanganga could have started today. But maybe it's just, doesn't want to play the full 90 yet. Regaining fitness. Yeah, I understand. We've kicked off. Marine play the pass back in the long ball. Easily dealt with by Tanganga. Dele Alli collects, and Lucas Moura. I don't know what he's done there. But yeah, Marine play the ball down to the channel to nobody really. Ben Davis dealt with that pretty easily. He doesn't look that strong, but he's stronger than he looks. I'll give him credit for that. Lucas Moura is just giving the ball away. That is why I dislike most about Lucas Moura. He's just a possession losing machine. That is all he does. Okay, that's not all he does. I'm being harsh. He scored a free kick, but like Dele Alli is easy turned on the styles, not make the player. Oh, Lucas turns and passes the ball. He plays a pass. Oh, you love to see it. Alfie Devine loses the ball and gives a foul away with his first touch, which is not the best start, but we have faith. We have faith around here. We don't turn quickly. Alfie Devine seems like he has a lot of potential. He's only 16. Got from Wigan, technical midfielder, bit of a Xavi Iniesta type. No, I'm joking. More like a Winks type, I think at least. I think he has a better strike on him though. Hopefully, because Winks is a man of many talents. I'd say a few talents. He's talented, but shooting is not one of his talents. I'll say that much. Oh, Marine keeping the ball well in close spaces. Number 7 goes for the strike again. Easily dealt with by Hart. Not as troublesome as the first dipping strike. Hart plays it long. Lucas just completely misses the ball. I don't know what he's doing. Marine look to be coming out with a bit more confidence now, playing the ball forward. I respect it, I just keep saying, they're going for broke. Do you want to concede 8 by sitting back, or do you want to concede 10 going for it, 8-1 or 8-1, I guess. 8-0 or 10-1. What would you take your pick? Yeah, I don't think we're going to score 4 again this half. I don't see that coming. Good recovery from Harvey White. He's played it forward. It's not Dele. Dele's played it to Jetson. Jensen has tried to play it down between the lines. And yeah, it just hasn't. He hasn't done it. It's a good play from Jetson. Rudin plays the ball in slice ball, and Dele's lost the ball. Oh, Ben Davis has been done by this number seven. He's recovered. He's recovered. Divine collects the ball, plays a simple pass to Jedson, and we recycle the ball. Tanganga looks to be bringing the ball forward. Is he going to go for a diagonal? Never really seen Tanganga play a diagonal like ever before. I don't know if he's good at it. I assume not because he doesn't really try it. But oh, Dele Alli, he's going to go for a strike here, is he? Or he's played the pass. I've noticed Dele Alli started doing that more. He doesn't really like shooting anymore for some reason. He's just he always likes to play the pass when you think he's going to shoot. I think Marine players offside. Or no, it's been pulled back. It's been pulled back for a free kick for Marine. A bit close to the edge, to the halfway line. It's one of those deep set pieces that Spurs struggle to deal with. Actually, Spurs struggle to deal with any kind of set piece for some reason. I don't understand. Mourinho is such a good defensive manager. He should be able to deal with this, or at least get a set piece coach. Like defensively, we're very good except for set pieces. That's pretty much it. That's like basically it. We could defend from set pieces. We'd probably be top of the league, to be honest. Johar collects the ball. Everyone, this is Dilly. Dilly's gone for the long pass, and I think it's been deflected because all the paces come off it. Dilly Ali seems to be playing like really deep. He's just kind of moving wherever the ball moves. Whoa, Dilly Ali, man, relax. Or whoever that guy is, keeping an arm on Dilly. A little bit of something. Yeah, relax, relax, bro. Doherty plays the ball inside to nobody, and Marine will look to counter. Good forward ball, and he's laid it off, but I don't think he's just shooting. They have no confidence. They have no confidence to run with the ball, no confidence at all, which is sad, I guess. But they just don't back themselves. This man, Hamami, he clearly doesn't have the pace. But if he just kept running, might have had a chance. He just shot from early. It's a bit of a P roller. Man, Delhi's a quality player. I know it's against an ace tier team, but I just I just wouldn't want to see him go. I wouldn't. I know I'm bad. I'm bad with this, but I always just give him a bit more time than they probably deserve. I always just hope that things are going to change. And maybe he just needs a change in scenery, to be honest. Maybe he needs a new club. Maybe he needs to go to Pali to rediscover his best form. But he's just such a talented player. Like, He's basically the reason why we've scored all of our goals. None of these guys on this pitch know how to play between the lines, apparently. Does that be the line? Nope. He's turned back. He's turned back. We're 4-0 up and players are turning back. I don't understand. Show some nerve. Go for the difficult pass. Yes, I love that. Play the pass. Look forward. Look up. Look in front of you. Is that a ball from Lucas? It's done the job. Vinicius is blaze over the bar. That's why I like to see though attacking play. Go forward. Whenever we go forward, we literally have a genuine chance of scoring. So why don't we do it more? I don't understand. Very composed. Not really doing anything crazy. I mean, we're struggling to keep the ball apparently, but now we've gotten it back, and Dilly's kind of dictating the tempo of the match. Really, when we go forward. Oh, look at that pass! Only man playing in between the lines. I love. Ben Davis wearing the armband. I didn't even notice. I think. Oh wait, no, Alderweireld probably must have been wearing it before. I wonder who's captain. Who's high in the captain ranks between Davis and Alderweireld? I think it would be Alderweireld, but I'm not sure because Davis has actually been here longer, so it might be him. This number 7 looks to be the most dangerous player they have, or at least when it comes to shooting from 30 yards, because that seems to be all they're doing. Oh, Lucas Moore's played the back heel has worked. Vinicius lays it off to Dele Alli. Dele Alli plays 1-2 with Lucas, and he passes it back to Lucas, and they've done it. They've done well. To be fair, Marine have crowded out Lucas Moore. No space, no time. Had to hit that first time. Alfie Divine plays it forward again to Dele Alli on the edge, cuts inside, does a bit of a drag back, makes their way into the box, tries to find Vinicius, but it's cut out. Because they can't handle him. They can't. I'm looking at this pitch. I'm looking at all these players. I'm going to look by all of them. Lucas, Jetson, Harvey, and those guys don't really count because they're academy. These two are frauds. Okay, I don't want to use this. I don't want to use Hugh Wizzy's language. Hugh Wizzy's my guy. I respect you. But these guys, these two, Dele making them look average. He's making them look very average. So I don't want to see Lucas Moore. I don't want Jetson obviously doesn't play. I don't want to see Lucas Moore playing before Dele Alli plays. I don't care. I don't care if it has to be Dele on the right. Levels. We're talking levels to this game. And Dele, Lucas is here. Lucas is here. And Dele, he's here. So I don't understand seeing Lucas starting on the pitch and then Dele not making the squad. I know the quality of opposition. We obviously have to take in the quality of opposition. We have to take that into account. But surely Mourinho's at least a little bit impressed by what he's seen from Dele today. Oh, it's been scissored back in by Davis. I just don't know what Lucas Moura is doing. I don't know what this guy's on. That was ridiculous. Vinicius scores that, and Lucas is just taking it off him. Oh, what was that? Played it long. Yeah, they can't even win headers. Dwelly, who tries to chip it over his man, but very good challenge. Looks more collects it though inside the box. Plays it down the line to Divine. Divine finds himself on the left. He takes a shot and he scored. Go on, Alfie. What a guy. He's definitely better than Winks at shooting. Look at him. On his debut, man. Oh man, that's great. 15 minutes into his first Spurs match, and he's cut inside and scored. Wonderful, wonderful from Alfie Divine. Love to see. I'm happy for him. Scored for the first time. He grabs it. He gets it from Lucas Moura. Cuts inside, and then plays it low into the near post. Wonderful finish. Oh, good pass from Lucas. I'll give him credit. He's cut inside. He's beat two men. He's played it in between them. He's taken the shot and it's gone in between the two Marine defenders, right into the bottom corner. What a good finish. You could argue that the goalkeeper should probably be doing more, but it's just wonderful. Yeah, good finish. Potential. He's 16, 16. I love to see it. The thing is, it's hard to gauge like how good players like Alfie Devine and Harvey White really are. I've said this so many times, obviously because of the level of opposition. But the point is, they could like Alfie Devine's doing great. He's done great so far, but does that mean he's good enough? No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, I hope he's good enough. I mean, he's already looked better than Judson, who's been on the pitch for 60 minutes, and apparently Judson is a top professional. Well, he's a professional footballer, plays for Benfica, and is worth apparently 50 million pounds. So by that context, he's definitely good enough. But we'll see. I like it. I like it. Lucas Moura playing. Oh, he's been taken down on the edge of the box. I wonder if Lucas is going to take this one though. I won't complain. I mean, I've learned my lesson. Actually, no. Lucas is a terrible, terrible penalty. He's a terrible free kick taker, and I hope he doesn't bash this into the top corner to prove me wrong. He is just so bad at free kicks. Like, if you like, it's just so bad. Such an awful free kick taker. No, but on a real, I think I think Clark is going to take it anyway. Not Clark. Did I say Clark? I mean Harvey White. I think Harvey White's taking it. Lucas has scored one already. He's good. He should be fine. Yeah, Harvey White. He played it. Oh, it's played over. It's over. Over the bar. Double change. Bale comes on and Clark. Duro's coming off. He's been the best player on the pitch. Man in the match. Quality, quality, quality performance from Dele. Bale is gonna build some fitness for this game. I mean, if Bale looks average against these guys, I think he's finished. For being really honest. Jack Clark, get him some game time. I think he might be going out on loan this January. I'm not sure. Imagine Gareth Bale playing in the Champions League for Real Madrid just last year, and now he's playing against literal bin men in the third round of the FA Cup. How the mighty have fallen. No disrespect to Marino, obviously. I mean, I think one of their players is actually a bin man, though, which is, respectable. It's a respectable, job, man. Someone has to do it. Show respect. Hey, show respect to all your bin men. Don't disrespect them. They're all they're people too. Ben men are people too, man. I don't think Tangangos had like anything to do this whole game. Marina made their first substitution, I think. Number 4 comes on for number 8. Number 8 is Josh Hamami, and is coming off for Alex Doyle. Alex Doyle looks to be a young player, 19. He's not. Maybe he's got a bit of potential in it. Who knows? Judson seems to have dropped back into midfield. Okay, he might be playing the Dele role. Oh, actually, Bale is. Yeah, Bale's definitely in the middle. He's playing an attacking midfield, which I might like to see him there because we're being honest, his legs aren't really there anymore. Whether he's not as fast anymore or he doesn't want to use it anymore, because he might get injured. He's afraid that he might strain something. Whatever the reason is, his legs aren't there anymore. and so he's not. He probably won't be of much use on the wing because he won't run, he won't sprint, which was one of his is one of his elite attributes. So for me, if you ask me, I think his best role at this point would be either in the middle or up front. And so playing him in attacking midfield seems like a long term future for me, unless he does fully magically regain his pace and fitness. So we'll see. Oh, Bale's taking this free kick. I can tell the way he's standing. He's gonna like hit it. He's gonna hit that like knuckleball, where it just goes up and down, and then it just like does a little shaky thing. Yep, he's done it. And oh, Butterfingers. Goalkeeper can't catch it. The way he hits the ball, it just keeps moving. Yeah, it just keeps moving. It just gets some crazy movement. The goalkeeper doesn't know where it's going. It's a corner. Played short. Jack Clark plays it back into Jetson, and he's gone for the strike and is going wide. But it's been kept in by a Marine player. And they look to counter. They look to counter now and played out wide. Yeah, okay. Now, oh, he's turned two of the Spurs players. Very good. Very tidy play, actually. Plays it down the line, and his man, number 7, just doesn't seem to be on the same wavelength as that guy. That's a good play. There's just a cardboard cutout of Klopp outside the stadium. Oh, I think this place is pretty. I think it's a Merseyside Marine, if I'm correct. So probably be some Everton and Liverpool fans around to watch the game. Yeah, this game is very, very much over. This game is over at halftime, and Joe Hart is on the ground. Okay, he's up. Reguilon is coming on for Ben Davis for some reason. I don't really understand that substitution. Maybe, yeah, I don't understand that substitution. Maybe it's just a bit of sharpness for Reguilon. Yeah, Justin's coming deeper now. I don't know why he played on the wing. It just very clearly wasn't his position. Where's Divine playing now? I think he's playing on the left. Or what is going on? Ooh, I love those passes. I love that from Harvey White. Playing in between the lines, a Tiago pass. That's what I like to call that. That's a Tiago pass. Yeah. And Judson. I mean, he is way better technically than any of the players on any of these Marine players, at least, which is again expected, but he just hasn't been great, man. I don't know what his deal is. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but come on, Bale, just go on a run. Bale, just do it. Just do it. Yeah, yeah. You can tell he wants a goal now. He wants a goal. He wants a goal. Wow, I'm seeing here, Alfie Devine is the youngest goal scorer in Tottenham Hotspur history. So we've made history today. Youngest ever score. I'm happy for him. Is that the first of many? I hope. I hope. Regulon. So Harvey Clark plays another forward pass. I love it's just refreshing to see your midfielders play forward passes. Obviously it's easier to do that when you're 5-0 up, but you know what I mean. Tanganga plays the ball to Doherty. Doherty finds Alfie Devine, who seems to have made his way out to the right hand side for some reason. Nope. Devine's messed up the pass. Marine look to not get the ball because Jack Clark collects, play the incisive pass, or is he cutting inside? Is he going to shoot? He's taking too long. Harvey Clark he's just blasted the ball out of the stadium with his right foot. He's left-footed, which is, I guess, kind of understandable. Well, double substitution. I think it's at this point it's kind of like these guys want to play against Tottenham. Let them play. Let them get an opportunity. Of how it feels. FA Cup is an interesting competition. I like it. Obviously, I haven't had many good memories with the FA Cup. Hello, I am. Hmm? What channel? My personal channel. I've rebranded, but it's the one that I used to post YouTube FIFA videos on. That was my dad. So I mean, he didn't want to show his face, but I guess you could say hi to him in in retrospect. As I was saying, I like the FA Cup. It would be nice to win the FA Cup. It's very much easier said than done, and also this competition does seem to belong to Arsenal for some reason. So if we could take it off them, it would be lovely. It would be great. I'd love to see that. That'd be wonderful. But you know, I just want to win something. I'm not gonna be picky about the trophies that Spurs win as long as we win trophies. Because, but what's funny is that there's this whole I want to say agenda, but agenda probably isn't the right word. There's this whole thing about Spurs, they've won no trophies, which is true. But let's say we win. Let's say we win the Carabao Cup. The whole the whole argument that Spurs have won no trophies will turn into Spurs have not won a Premier League or Spurs have not won a European Cup. It will just always increase and increase and increase. There'll always be something because it'll just be like, oh, okay, you won the Carabao Cup, a Mickey Mouse trophy. But then if we lose in the final, oh well, you haven't won a trophy. So all I'm saying is that it's all nonsense. All these things that you see online doesn't really mean anything because they're just always going to be looking for something to put against your club. Like for Chelsea, it's that they're an oil club, Russian daddy. Man U City, it's no fans. Arsenal, it's no European Cup, and also they're also really bad right now. So they're 15th. That'll be it. Manchester United. Manchester United is hard. It's hard to bench Manchester United because they were so good. But I guess because they're not that good right now, and their manager's a PE teacher and all that good stuff. There's something for everyone. There's something for literally everyone. Liverpool is pretty much the only team that can't say anything now, but that's because they're in the ascendancy. They're Champions League winners. But eventually, they will be mocked again. So it's the circle of football. That's just how it is. I just hope that there'll be a period where there won't be really anything to mock Spurs for, except for the fact that They haven't won 10 Champions Leagues, if you get what I'm trying to say. We're a club on the ascendancy, we're a club on the up. We were pretty much a mid-table to Europa League side, and now, pretty much thanks to Levy and Pochettino more than anyone, we become a bit of a European force and invested in a new stadium. The revenue will go up eventually, and we will be able to spend more. We'll be able to spend like the biggest clubs in Europe, and that investment will hopefully lead to long-term future success. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'd love to see Spurs win a league. I'd love to see Spurs win a Champions League. We're so close. But Mane hit off Sissoko's hand in the first minute, and the game was killed from there. I like to tell myself that the game would have gone differently if Sissoko hadn't, hit that handball. If he hadn't, handballed it in the first 20 seconds of the game. I like to think it would have been different, and things might have been different, but they might not have been. I can't guarantee. And I guess it's just a little bit of hope that kills you. It's a little bit of what if. It just always drives at me, at least. I don't know. It's kind of I should get over it, but it's hard. Like Arsenal fans are still annoyed about that Van Persie red card against Barcelona. Still to this day, I bet a lot of fans have things to like him more. Like that John Terry penalty miss, although it probably doesn't hurt as much because they won a Champions League a couple of years after, but I bet it hurts him a little bit to this day. I bet it hurts Chelsea fans. I know it hurts. It must hurt John Terry as well. So these things, I guess they just don't go away. Yeah, nothing of note has happened in the game really for the past 15 minutes. So there's not much to report about that. It is 5-0. I should probably change it actually. Let me change the title. It's 5-0, which is not really any less than expected, but I assume the Marine players are starting to get tired, but it seems like Spurs aren't really trying to punish them, which is fine. Conserve your energy. Your job is done. There's nothing really to It's a force. Played it. Jack Clark has played it down the line for Reguilon. Reguilon's got a cross in. He's kind of overhit it, but it looks like Divine can make something out of it. Plays it back out to Doherty. Doherty finds Harvey White. Harvey White plays it over to Fernandez. And will he play it forward? Well, he's done a bit of turn, and he's played it back out wide. 1-2 between Jack Clark and Reguilon. And Reguilon plays the ball across. Good defending. Is it good defending? I don't know, but it kind of just hit him. But he's blocked it. He's intercepted it at the end of the day. Marina keeping the ball well here. Played it into the box. Struck on the edge is taking a strike. Pretty easily blocked by Rodin, to be fair. Could we counter? I mean, looks like it. Jetson play the ball out wide. He's played the wrong pass. He's played the wrong pass. The man out left is free. Oh, Jetson, man. Bro, I'm not sold on this guy. Gareth Bale is taking the strike as a P roller. That is nothing to write home about. Poor clearance from the Marine keeper, but they win the header and it goes out for a throw in. It's good from Jetson. Jetson kept the ball, played it out to Jack Clark. Clark's tried the early ball, which I respect, but it hasn't turned out. It hasn't worked out for him, unfortunately. Oh. Oh, wait, who's this? Oh, Jetson looks to be kind of cramping up a little bit. He's played the full. He's played for, or I'd say the full 90, but it's 85 minutes. He played for most of the game. He played for the whole game, really. But, shouldn't be able to last 90 minutes. But I can understand it. He hasn't really had a lot of first team football. So he probably isn't fully match fit. Jetson play. Oh, that's good from Jack Clark. What do I always confuse Harvey White and Jack Clark for some reason? I couldn't explain why. And then his tries the incisive pass, he just doesn't have it in his locker. He just doesn't. Jack Clark cuts inside. I don't. That was looking like a bit of a cross shot. A Schross, one of them. Justin plays the ball out wide again to Reguilon. Or is that Reguilon? Oh, it's Bale. Bale plays it to Jack Clark. The Marine players look to be running out of steam. Running purely on adrenaline at this point. Reguilon. You just wouldn't want a pretty much, fresh off the bench Reguilon running at you after 86 minutes of football. It's just not ideal, unfortunately, for them. I'm not complaining. I'm here relaxing while these guys are running for their lives. You ought die to get these 3 points, as they say. Who said that? I think Neil Warnock said that. You got to die to get those 3 points. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really apply in this context. There are no points to be won. But you have to die to progress to the next round. First time, why is Reguilon taking a touch? He's taken 2 touches. And he's calling for a corner or a penalty. He's screaming for the ref. Yeah, Vinicius' his third goal is really good. That's a very good goal. Very good goal from Vinicius. He's done his thing. He's been pretty anonymous second half, but You're allowed to be. You're allowed to be when you score a hat trick. I'll allow it. Divine looks to be he. Just the more I watch, he looks to be pretty good. He looks to be a good baller. Bale is just he just play. It's like Bale just plays football in slow mo. He just feels like he just relaxes. He jogs around, gets the ball, passes it around. He looks pretty good technically, but he just doesn't really contribute. Obviously, I'm not saying this match. He hasn't really had that much time to really do anything, so I won't comment on that. But just in general, I feel like is Vinicius? No, straight the keeper. I just feel like Bale. He should be doing more. I don't know if he can be doing more. He probably could be. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like he's playing at such a low tempo in general. I see it in Europe. I see it. Well, I saw it when he played against West Brom. He just doesn't look to be on it. It's just shame. Because I really want Bale to work. I want it to work. Harvey White has had a good game today. He hasn't had that much to do defensively, but he's been calm in possession. He's been smart, knowing when to go down. He's just been passing the ball around. I've been liking the forward passes he plays. Looks to be making the right decisions, which is it's good to see. Son looks like no, Son has not played. He has not played today. He doesn't look like he's gonna feature, which is I'm happy that he's not featuring because Son's basically like our best player besides Kane, obviously. Like rest him, wrap him in cotton wool. Do not risk him in this kind of game. I'm questioning why Reggie Lon's playing. Just Son should not play today. Now we look forward. Will we play Aston Villa or not? That's the ultimate question. I hope so. I couldn't tell you if we actually will. But I hope we do. I mean, considering this is Alfie Divine plays the pass, Vinicius, and he's missed. Oh wow, probably should have played the ball to Jack Clark. Mm, game looks to be ending. I mean, considering this is the biggest gap between clubs in the FA Cup ever in like 150 years it's existed. They've made a pretty good account for themselves because I can tell you 5-0 isn't the biggest scoreline difference ever. I can tell you that for sure. I don't even know if it's the biggest today. Oh no, it is the biggest today. But I think they've done well. I think they've done well considering the stature of the two clubs. I have nothing but respect for Marine, and that's full time. That's full time. So that's 90 minutes. Marine nil, Tottenham 5. Hat trick from Vinicius, and yeah, good, good, good game. Good game. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Alfie Divine. He's done very, very well. That's the end of the game. Hat trick from what's his name? From Vinicius. Goal from Divine. go from Lucas. Hopefully, the first of many. On to the fourth round. Let's get this. Let's win this FA Cup. Come on, it's possible. We can do it. Now, that's gonna be it for today. Peace out. It was real. Love watching it.